Welcome back, boys and grills, to the Killer Nacho's Wi-Fi battles, and today I have a battle against Sharpedo43, a guy who I've battled just as much as anybody else on this channel. And he is a fellow YouTuber and a stream regular. Link in his channel if you haven't checked him out already. He has some nice narrations. Does a lot of draft leagues, so that's your thing. Check it out. He also really likes UU, and he challenged me. I actually think this was his birthday, or the day after his birthday, or somewhere near his birthday. So that's pretty cool. So maybe he'll have some birthday luck. Who knows? But yeah, he's going to go ahead and lead with the Crocodile here. Once again, this is UU. A tier that he's very experienced in. So I'm just going to go ahead and lead with my Scizor. I see the Intimidate, so don't have to worry about Moxie. But I don't think he can really do much to my Scizor anyway. I'm just going to go for the U-turn, as he does go out into his Amoonguss. So as long as this thing doesn't have Effect Spore, which it probably doesn't because the Regenerator is so good. As long as it doesn't have that, it should be okay. And it does do okay damage there to Amoonguss. It does appear to be perhaps physically bulky, which took that actually pretty well. But who knows? So I'm just going to go for my Stealth Rocks with my Nidoking. He's going to go out into his Hydreigon. And I really don't want to get, like, nailed here with a Choice Scarf Draco Meteor, so I'm just going to go into my Primarina. He ends up having Defog, so that's kind of interesting. I don't usually see Defog on Hydreigon, but ever since Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, a lot of things have Defog now. I don't know if this actually thing got Defog, and maybe it had it before. I don't know. But I wasn't really expecting the Defog from it. It's not something I really see often. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and switch out my Nidoking against this Arachnid, because I do not want to take a Water move. Yeah, I don't think I would really do that much damage to this, this special tank thing. So, he does go for the Liquidation against my Chestnut. Does okay damage. Actually, no damage, I should say. Because I am a physical wall. Get some damage back thanks to my item. And I'm just going to go for the Leech Seed now to get the residual damage here on the Doublade. And this Doublade is actually a really big problem for me. I don't have a whole lot for Doublade on my team. I do get a Leech Seed, which is nice. I decided to switch out to my Manectric, which is like one of the only things I have to really do anything to this Doublade, because I do have the super effective Fire move. And, of course, the Intimidate once I Mega Evolve, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I do Mega Evolve. I really should have just went for the Volt Switch here, but I end up just trying to go for the Overheat. I want to see how much damage I would be able to do to this Amoonguss. I knew that it probably wouldn't kill me, but I kind of figure maybe a Sleep move is coming. I just want to see how much damage I do. And it does about 75%. I probably should have saved that, to be honest. I knew it wouldn't kill, so whatever. I get some damage there, but like you said, he still has Regenerator, so it's still gonna, obviously just come back pretty well. And I'm just gonna go to my Chandelure now. He's afraid, obviously, of getting KO'd by the Overheat, so he's gonna go on a Crocodile. And this, unfortunately, is really bad for me. I don't know the set of this Crocodile. If he Scarf, he's gonna outspeed my Sharp Chandelure. I decided to stay in, fearing the Pursuit Trapper, but unfortunately, he does carry the Scarf. I was thinking it might not be Scarf because he didn't see the Moxie. And I was thinking, he might be a Pursuit user, so I decided to switch out, especially because he led with it. But he surprised me there with the Scarf, and just goes for the knockoff to kill my Chandelure, which is really bad. Losing Chandelure really is not good, because it actually threatened quite a bit of his team, so that really sucks. And yeah, my Primarina is actually Choice Specs, so I decided to go for the Sparkling Area. Obviously not predicting the Amoonguss, and I actually think, now that I lost the Chandelure, a lot of this match is going to come down to how I can predict with my Primarina. My Primarina can hit pretty much everything on his team really hard due to being carrying the Choice Specs, but he has resistances to pretty much all the moves I can lock myself into. Having said that, all of my moves, I do have a move that's pretty much for everything, so it's going to really come down to how many hits I can get with that Primarina, a super effective damage. So I'm just going to go for the Spikes with my Chestnut. He did get the Stealth Rocks, which kind of sucks, but I figure, you know what, let's try to get some more hazards up. And he ends up revealing the Hidden Power, and it appears to be Hidden Power Fire, which, I mean, thinking about it, it has to be Hidden Power Fire. It's either that or Ice. I'm pretty sure it's Fire, though, because that's just the biggest problem, and it seems like the obvious choice. And also a big problem for Scizor, which is big in UU, so now I know my Scizor can't match up well against that Amoonguss. But yeah, he's going to go into Hydreigon against my Nidoking, and I'm kind of thinking that he might just try to defog away everything. Oh wait, he has the Sticky Webs, not the Stealth Rocks. He got the Sticky Webs up, so he's going to get rid of his Sticky Webs here in exchange for my Spikes. So I guess he figures that he can have a better chance of setting up than I do Spikes again. But I really want to set up Spikes just to get this Amoonguss some damage, when it comes in, so it doesn't like heal everything with your Generator. End up getting this prediction correct, going for the Ice Beam. Hits the Amoonguss really hard. He does have, like, he's just gonna switch out again, which triggers Regenerator again, but now he's sitting at about 50%, so that was a pretty nice hit there at Primarina. I really should have switched out, figuring he wasn't gonna just sack off Amoonguss, and now he is gonna go back to Amoonguss, so a gutsy play there. I could have stayed in. If I would have stayed in and went for the Ice Beam, it would have nailed him, but he wisely and correctly predicted that I would switch, not wanting to keep my Primarina in against Araquanid while I'm locked in Ice Beam. So he's going to go for the Power Fire, get the prediction correct, going into my Primarina yet again, and I decide, I think, this time to go for a Moonblast. I think I go for a Moonblast, and I don't remember why I did that. I think it's, like, neutral against most of his stuff, and it hits the Hydreigon and the Crocodile really hard. But then again, I don't know. I don't know why I didn't just go for the Ice Beam, but it ends up hitting this Deontay pretty hard. And he is going to go ahead and switch out into a Moonguss as I go out into my Nidoking again. And this is bad because obviously Moonguss is going to get another, regenerator here. And I really can't threaten with my Nidoking. I don't think I actually have a super effective move on this guy. I think I have my Earth Power, Sludge Wave, and Ice Beam as my... No, I think I have Ice Beam. I can hit him with Ice Beam super effectively, but it's not going to do a whole that much. I mean, it is going to do a lot because it's going to do a good chunk, but it's not going to kill him from that range. But he does go for the Spore now, so finally he puts something to sleep. He puts to sleep my Manectric, and yeah, I decided just to stay in here, burn a turn of sleep, because I know he can't probably kill me. The Sludge Bomb does hurt, though, and I see 3 attacking moves on this thing in Spore, so he doesn't actually have a recovery move, other than, obviously, the ability Regenerator, which is interesting, and he's just going to go ahead and Giga Drain now as my Nidoking comes in. I'm really hoping he can't kill me from this range. I'm going to go for the Ice Beam, which is a 2-hit KO. I'm hoping that Giga Drain won't kill me, but it ends up killing me at 54 HP. I was kind of confident I could live that, but I don't, so that sucks. And I'm just going to go into Primarina again. It's pretty much free, and yeah, once again, I have to predict what he's going to do. He goes into Deontay again. I believe I just go for an Ice Beam? Yes, I go for an Ice Beam this turn. So that's going to nail the Deontay with Specs damage, and I end up getting the Freeze. So that's pretty nice for me. I think I would have outsped this thing anyway, but yeah, the Freeze. I was thinking about switching out here. I decided just to finish it off. I probably should have switched out, trying to make use of this Freeze, but I ended up killing it, and that gives him a relatively free switch now into Doublade, which really isn't good because I'm locked into Ice Beam now. And once this thing gets a +2, it's going to actually be a really, really big problem for me. I'm going to go in my Chestnut, who is my physical wall, but I really have no idea. I'm going to take a hit from this Doublade. I don't have a super effective move either, or a move that even hits neutrally. I think I only have one attacking move on this Chestnut, and that being a Grass move. So he goes to the Iron Head. It does take me out thanks to a crit. I don't know if actually the crit mattered, but I'm going to say it mattered, damn it. I had like max physical defense on that thing. I do get the Leech Seeds up, though, so I'm hoping Primarina can take a hit. He ends up going for the Shadow Sneak. He's thinking, because I have Specs, I can actually kill him. I actually just go for the Moonblast, though. It's actually pretty hard predicting, and I definitely could have killed him if I went for, like, the Sparkling Area or something, but I was actually predicting the Hydreigon to come in, or the I don't know, no, I wasn't predicting Crocodile, but I thought the Hydreigon might be coming in. And something has to take another hit. I end up going to Scizor to take the Shadow Sneak instead of my Primarina because my Primarina is slower and I figure I want to keep it somewhat healthy. I know this thing's going to die to a Leech Seed anyway. Ends up being probably a bad play on my part for a reason you'll probably see in a minute. Probably should just let Primarina take that hit because Hydreigon comes in, which isn't really a problem, but it does outspeed Scizor, so I'm just going to go and switch out into Primarina. Hoping Primarina can take this hit. And he ends up actually activating his, yeah, Fighting Z, which I do resist. Z-Focus Blast shouldn't do a whole lot to me, because obviously I have the Fairy typing, and Primarina actually has pretty good defenses, so I shouldn't take this much damage, but he's just weakening at this point, and I can kind of tell what he's doing, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. He's kind of just weakening my team, preparing for a Crocodile sweep, because he does have that Scarf Crocodile still in the back, and in comes the Araquanid once again. I do have the Stealth Rocks up again now, so it does take that reasonable chunk. I go for an Ice Beam. I don't think that's going to be enough to 2-hit KO it, but I just have to go for it at this point. I go for that Ice Beam and end up killing it, so it must have been like min damage first, because it didn't look like that was going to be a 2-hit KO from that range, but it ends up being that, so there we go. And in comes the Crocodile, and it's going to get the Intimidate, and yeah, that's all I have to say about it. I have to switch out. I go into my Manectric to get the Intimidate, and it's my only real chance to surviving a Crocodile sweep at this point. My Scissor's like half dead, my Primarina is more than half dead, So obviously he's going to get the Killer and Nacho. He has -1 attack. I just have to hope. I mean, it's my only real chance that my Scizor can live a -1 Earthquake from this Crocodile, and he knows it. He's going to wisely go ahead and switch out to confirm the win, which is actually the right play. Not even trying for it right now, and just letting me go for a U-turn, which would have been super effective against Crocodile. But now there's nothing I can do really against that Crocodile because I don't have an Intimidate user anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and kill this Amoonguss, but he's going to be able to go right back into Crocodile. My only real hope is that the Crocodile is in range and I can kill it with Bullet Punch, maybe with a crit, I don't know. We're going to hope so, because that's like my only hope at this point. Although Crocodile's still around full HP, it is full HP other than the 2 Stealth Rockets, which it resists. So this is not looking too good. He goes for that Earthquake to take care of my Primarina, and my last Pokemon is the Scizor, which I'm going to go into and just pray and lock myself in a Bullet Punch and hope that I can take this guy out with my Choice Band. Unfortunately for me, the Bullet Punch will not be quite enough to take out the Grook. If a crit, maybe. If I would have gotten a crit there, maybe a miracle could have happened. Still, he played really well. He got the advantage really early in this match. Especially with that, when Chandelure went down, that was like the big momentum shift. I was able to claw my way back a little bit with my Primarina, which is partially why I really like this battle, because it showcases how good Primarina can be. But yeah, so today's question of the day is going to have to do with Pokemon cheats. I'm going to assume that most of you have cheated at least once in Pokemon, whether it be through a glitch or a, an actual cheating device, or what have you. If you haven't, then congratulations, you are holier than me. As for me, back in Pokemon Red, my friend showed me the Missingo glitch, which obviously has the power to give you like maximum amount of the item in your 6th slot, I think. But either way, that was really cool because it was obviously it's kind of boring to grind out your Pokemon level 100, but this allowed you just to copy all the rare candies. And I actually thought I didn't have a rare candy left, but I went online and looked up all the rare candy locations, and thankfully I had missed one. So I got it, and then I got on my level 100s in Pokemon Red that way. Probably not a good thing for my Pokemon, because they probably did not have max EVs, but yeah, it helped me out a little bit against my friends. So yeah, that was probably the first cheat. I mean, it's a glitch, but it's still kind of a cheat, so there you go. Interesting thing about the Missinga glitch, by the way, it's actually only in the English version of Pokemon Red and Blue. It actually isn't present in Japanese, which, yeah, I learned not too long ago. And so the localization team created the bug somehow. I know there are theories as to how that occurred, but it's kind of interesting trivia for you. But anyway, leave a comment about that. See you guys again next time. Laters.